All this would have been solved if I just would have unplugged my phone from the charger. Not even kidding. So how are you guys today? You guys having a really good day? I will tell you guys the story while we're waiting for a couple more people to jump on, since we still have a couple minutes. If you saw my Periscope earlier, we decided to go to Hamas Dam for a little while. We go, you know, I do my scope, we're walking around, I'm taking pictures of my truck, because I have an FJ Cruiser, and yeah, hearts for FJ Cruisers, but I was taking pictures of my truck, and, because, you know, that's what you do. Brett's there, and he is, he says, oh crap, but a little bit more explicit. And I hear a rattle. And for those of you who don't know, I'm in New Mexico, which we have rattlesnakes. And, okay, boss 778899, I have no idea what you're telling us, so I hope it's appropriate. But I hear this rattlesnake. And I was like, holy moly. So I look over and I see it slither. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So me being me, I like levitate across the parking lot. And Brett's standing there and trying to figure out where it was. I'm already like halfway back to Albuquerque by the time he figured out where the snake was, right? So I turn around and I start to vlog a little bit because I'm far enough away. Yeah, thank you for the hearts. I'm far enough away where, you know, I'm safe. And he's sitting there, he's taking pictures of the snake and video of the snake. So on my vlog tomorrow is going to be so funny because I actually edit it today. Because I edit it periodically throughout the day to make it easier. And yeah, totally was like 3 feet away from a rattlesnake today. Freaked me out. So I'm thinking about moving out of New Mexico. Yeah, hearts. Where do you guys suggest I should go that does not have rattlesnakes or poisonous snakes or snakes that'll eat you? I'm kidding, because it's like, I don't know if you guys have caught this on my vlog or not, but I have like a serious legitimate fear of snakes. Like, I don't like have a fear where I want to kill them or anything, because, you know, every creature is beautiful. But if they would just stay over on their side and I'll stay on my side, we don't have to cohabitate. So we'll go ahead and get somebody else is a snake fan. Or Alaska. Alaska would be great. You know, funny story, Deborah. I actually, when I was in high school, I told everybody that I was going to move to Alaska because I'm originally from Michigan. And I love the cold. I wanted to have a dog sled team, everything, right? So I said to all my classmates, like, I'm going to move to Alaska. I even took 4 years of Spanish. Never paid attention because I didn't think I would need it. I only took the class because my besties were in the class, right? So, CKLW. I'm not sure what that means. But so I told everyone I was going to move to Alaska, right? I ended up in New Mexico. Crazy how life is. But let's go ahead and get started on the 31 days of YouTube because I would like for this not to be 40 minutes again. Unless that's what you guys want, which I'll gladly. Michigan radio station, sorry. I am from a really small town west of Lansing called Sunfield, Michigan. It's, for everyone who's from Michigan or realizes it's like right about in the middle, really, really small farming town. And I moved to New Mexico in 2006, so I've been here almost 10 years now. I miss Michigan dearly. I don't miss the bugs and the humidity, but I miss Michigan and I miss the people. But the 31 days of YouTube, today's prompt was, first off, thank you everybody for tuning in for this and for participating. Today on the 31 days of YouTube, thank you for the hearts, we set up our channels. And what I did on my blog, because I realized when I was looking at everybody that most of you already had channels set up. So it looked like we were basically kind of revamping them, so to speak. So I didn't want to spend a lot of time today when I was doing my blog post on setting up a channel. So I kind of skimmed through how to set it up and found a great tutorial online, included that in my blog post. If you guys have not checked out my blog, it is mandyjeanchic.com, and I do post in-depth descriptions of the prompts for every single day for the 31 days of YouTube. So basically what I said when setting up a channel is I explained how to set it up, but I really focused more on naming your channel, because branding is so important in everything that we do as a business, as a blogger, as a social media guru. Branding is, in one of my opinions, one of the keys to success. So when I did my branding for Mandy Jean Chic, you guys may, if you were here on the call or on the chat yesterday, you probably have heard this already. I based it off my life, and that's why it has my name in it. And how I actually got Mandy Jean Chic was, my name is actually Amanda, but everybody growing up called me Mandy Jean. And my aunt used to call me Mandy Jeanie Weenie, but we won't go there. So everyone called me Mandy Jean, and I wanted something when I was redoing my channel and my blog that was kind of really me. And Mandy Jean is something that is very me. So my friend, I was trying to think of a channel name, couldn't think of anything, or blog name. So my friend was shopping one day, and she sent me a picture of this dress. And she's like, "This is so Mandy Jean Chic." And I was like, so weird how things happen. So go ahead in the comments and tell me what you have named your channel, or if you're still trying to think of a name for your channel. Give me lots of hearts if you already have your channel named and you are just mainly focusing on kind of rebranding. Hillary Rubin liked my photo. Oh, thank you, Hillary, for liking my photo on Instagram. Okay, so it looks like, still thinking. Okay, Jess. What are you thinking? I do not have a YouTube channel. Okay. Deborah, are you thinking about starting a YouTube channel? Like, is that kind of in your mind and something you want to do? And that's, are you looking for more information about how to start a channel? Because I want to make sure that I help you out the best that I can and kind of give you the best advice that I can. Jess, when it comes to your channel, I know yesterday you had said something about you wanted to do DIY projects. So what are some channel names that you're thinking about, or do you have keywords that you're thinking about using? Sorry, my allergies are so bad today. I just launched a website and a blog. I'm interested in branding. Okay, definitely. We'll get into so much branding, because branding and channel names and blog names and everything, you know, all go hand in hand. Are you thinking about, with starting a YouTube channel, and if you already have an established business and an established blog, and your YouTube channel is going to be an added feature to that, I would highly suggest naming your channel something that goes along with that. For example, if you looked up Mandy Jean Chic on Google, you would get my blog, you would get my YouTube channel, you'd see my Instagram, my Twitter, my Periscope, my Facebook, all my social media. And I deliberately did it that way because I want to make it easy. Sorry, I have dog hair in my face. Imagine that. I wanted to make it easy for people to find me. So I highly recommend that when I'm thinking something to do with my name, I like to do vlogs, DIY. Okay, Jess, I'll come back to that. What I do, stuff like that. Okay. So when I did that, that's why, because I wanted people to find me. And I think keeping everything cohesive is the key to branding success. I use basically the same picture on all of my media because, you know, people see your picture on everything. You know, when you look at my Periscope, you see the made-up version of Mandy when I went to MAC and got my face done. But everyone sees that picture, so they identify that picture with me. And that picture identifies a lot about me. You know, I'm in my truck, which I love. I have makeup on, which, you know, I love makeup. I thought I looked pretty chic, so, you know, it kind of goes along with Mandy Jean Chic. That's kind of the beginning of the branding process. So, Jess, I know you had said that you kind of want to do DIY videos and vlogs. It sounds like, in my humble opinion, you have a lot of interest like I do. And correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds like you want to do kind of a variety of videos. I have a headshot on my website, Twitter, Facebook, and Google. Okay. Having those pictures be the same, people recognize that. One thing that a lot of people recognize me is the fact that I have blue eyes. And when I do my makeup tutorials and stuff, you know, I get a lot of comments on that. So I've actually been recognized before when I posted like a shot of a makeup look that I did. They knew that that was my eye. So it's funny how people remember you and remember your branding. You know, a good example of this is Miss Trenchcoat and Paper and Glam. Heart it up if you love these two ladies like I do. Miss Trenchcoat, very turquoise, very stripes. That's kind of her thing. Very classic looking. Everybody loves Miss Trenchcoat and Paper and Glam. Paper and Glam, which is Lisa Marie. If you guys don't know who Paper and Glam is, check her out on YouTube. She is Alexis's BFF. They do great, what do they call it now? Glampire chats together. So Louisiana in the house. Yay for Louisiana. You guys are hot there, man. I don't know if I could do that humidity. But Paper and Glam, she's very pink. She's very pink and black. She is a little bit modern. She's very glam. You know, that is kind of her brand. Thank you for sharing this, Deborah, on Twitter. You know, Mandy June Chic, I'm very, like, I like tribal prints. I love, you know, New Mexico. I love the Southwest. I love things that are glammy, but I love things that are rustic. You know, I have a very wide variety. So just when you are thinking of your channel, you may want to kind of look at that as it may become more of a lifestyle type thing, especially if you want to do vlogs. Now, if you want to keep your YouTube, your DIY channel separate from your vlog channel, you certainly can. You don't have to brand them identical. What I suggest is that you intermingle some of the colors or the fonts or your pictures and things like that, so people recognize that yes, this is, you know, Jess's DIY channel and this is her vlog channel, and they're very similar. Deborah, so what do you post about on your website? Or leave us the link to check out your website below so we can check that out. I have a logo on all my media. So logos are so important. With this instant media, artfullychosenwords.com. Oh, I actually remember you telling me about that. I actually wrote that in my notebook to actually check out. So you guys check out her website and leave her some sweet comments. And you know, everything is supportive in Mandyland. With logos, I think logos are really, really, really important. And I think it's important to have thank you for the hearts. I think it's really important to have a cohesive logo that follows your whole brand. And again, you know, if you look at Mandy June Chic, my blog, to my YouTube channel, to my Twitter, to all my social media, I have the arrows. People, when they see arrows, they think of me, which I think is really cool because I love arrows. Arrows and feathers. Very New Mexico. But that's kind of how they follow this. Coming up with cohesive colors and fonts and everything, really, oh, thank you. I'm trying to, answering off the cuff is one of the hardest things about kind of being a coach, and I'm so thankful that I was in Toastmasters because my 4 years of Toastmasters have completely prepared me for Periscope, let me tell you. But thank you for your kind words, it means a lot. But when it comes to branding, cohesiveness is what is going to get you recognized and have people really remember what your website is, what your channel is, things like that. You know, another example is a blogger. Oh, thank you. Another blogger is Wonderforce. Her name is Dana Fox, I think is her last name. She kind of has like this whimsical look. All of her Instagram pictures are a little overexposed. Really kind of, I don't want to say intense white, but some people's style, it may not work for them, but for her, she totally rocks it, and again, it's part of her brand. So do you guys have any more questions about like either starting a channel or naming a channel? Because I don't want to get too far off of topic, just to keep it so, you know, we're all on the same page here. If I sneeze, I'm sorry, my allergies are so bad. I decided I was going to clean my studio today, and then I turned on a fan and it like blew all the dust on me. Ugh. First world desert problems. Okay. Now, Deborah, I know you said that you're you pretty much, I would assume you're pretty much branded, or you're working on the whole branding process. If you have questions or thoughts or want to run ideas by somebody, girl, shoot me an email. I'll talk to you all day about it. I love branding. So on my blog, I posted a little kind of step-by-step on how to set up a channel. Does anybody have questions on that piece? No problem, girl, you rock. Thanks for tuning in and being so supportive. Okay, if nobody has questions on setting up your channel, let's kind of touch back on actually naming your channel. Now, Jess, I know you said that you wanted to do something that has your name in it, and I think that that is a wonderful idea, but, you know, be mindful and keep in mind that whatever you're picking for your channel and as you're branding it, it is easier to put more thought into it right now than it is to change it a year from now. Personal story, when I first started my blog, it was called a 3742. How dumb is that? What that actually stands for is it stands for an officer's home. And it was just too much. It was absolutely too much. And it didn't resonate with me. It didn't make me passionate. It wasn't me, even though, you know, I am a law enforcement wife, but it wasn't me. It wasn't Mandy Jean. So that's why I decided to totally rebrand. So, and Deb, have you rebranded, or did you just start all this out and put time into it and thought into it? What do you think about that? Because when I rebranded, it was a pain in the butt. Thank goodness, though, like, I didn't have to rebrand all my social media because I wasn't on social media as much when I first started my blog. So, Jess, I would suggest, you know, putting a little bit more thought into really thinking of a name that you're going to love, or you think you're going to love, and kind of running with that, even if it takes you a little bit of extra time. And if you have some ideas you want to bounce off somebody, girl, email me or send me a message on Instagram, and we'll bounce ideas, because, you know, I want to make sure that you're really naming your channel something that is going to make you passionate about it. I had the benefit of Google advice, so I got it already and rolled it all at once. That's a great way to do it. Sounds like you put a lot of thought into it, and you were really on your game, and really, you know, took the time to plan that on several platforms. Exactly. And it is so hard to change your social media handles. I know, like, on some platforms it's easy to change your URL and stuff, but I know, like, on Twitter it takes time. On Instagram it takes time. I don't even know if you can change it on YouTube now. So, Jess, so what are some ideas you're thinking of? You are with 6 other very supportive people and one big mouth toast, so if you don't want to share them, that's cool too. We can talk about it privately. Thank you for the hearts. Oh, I had somebody ask me when I first got on here what lipstick I'm wearing, and off topic, Mandyism. My lips are like super chapped right now, girl, I'm not even sure. But I'm wearing Wild Watermelon from Revlon. I know, I'm not wearing a MAC lipstick. Crazy. But my lips were just so chapped, and I needed something that was going to give a little bit of moisture, so it's just what I had in my purse. But great color. Love the color. Okay, so Jess, let's go back to you for a minute. And Deborah, since you're on here and you're being active, feel free to chime in and help a girl out. So you want to include your name, and you want to do like vlogs and DIY projects. Now, DIY projects, college finals have me down right now till Tuesday. Okay, that's fine. You have like so many girl bosses that want you to succeed. So just because you can't do something right this second, don't lose your focus on that. First, you know, focus on school, obviously. But put a pin in it and come back, because, you know, I know you've been very active with me on Instagram and you were really excited about this challenge, and I don't want you to lose that excitement. So however, you know, I need to support you on that, girl. If we need to talk about it on Wednesday, we'll talk about it on Wednesday. I have no problems with that. But thinking of a channel name, thank you for the hearts. I would think of something like, you know, you guys have heard me say this a lot, you know, Mandyland. You know, life is crazy in Mandyland right now. It's kind of a little funny play on words, but when I say Mandyland, tell me you don't snicker a little bit, because it's kind of funny. people love humor. Just can make notes for later. Exactly. And just so you guys know, I record all my Periscope chats and I put them on my YouTube channel because on Periscope, you know, they're only... This guy just hit this dog outside of my window. Oh, no, he didn't. Excuse me, I almost had to run outside and bring home another dog. I think my husband would have divorced me, though. Anyways. I do post my videos on YouTube, well, my Periscope videos, because on Periscope replays, you can't fast forward to where you stopped at. And when we chit-chat for 30 minutes, you know, I don't want to rewatch something for 20 minutes to catch the last 10 minutes. So what I do is tomorrow, maybe tonight, this will be uploaded onto my YouTube channel. So Jess, you know, if you need to refer back to something, or Deborah, feel free. It'll be up there, and it'll be up there permanently, because Periscope, I think, is only 2 days. So do you guys have any more questions when it comes to day 2 for That Is a Great Plan? Thank you. Actually, I can't even take credit for that. Miss Trenchcoat, when she did one of her first charm scopes, I was watching her channel and she posted it on there. And, you know, a lot of good ideas come from Miss Trenchcoat, let me tell you, in Mandyland. I'm just checking to make sure I don't have any. I know I've actually seen you on some of her charm scopes. She just like rocks my face. You know, she's so great and she's so supportive. I'm just checking to see if I don't have any more comments on Instagram or Twitter real quick. So that way, because I don't want to miss anything. I did get one question that's kind of related to this, but could be borderline. And it went back to setting up a planner for YouTube. And somebody asked me, like, my ideal planner size. That honestly goes for whatever works best for you. I know a lot of people like, you know, personal size planners that work for them. I have to have, let me actually show you, you know, how big my day designer is. My day designer is like a full page planner, and this thing is like, if you guys see that day designer in Target, I'm telling you, it's only $20. Pick that sucker up, because the layout in there just like blows my mind. But I mean, you may be an A5 type of person. I suggest looking for a planner that's going to work best for you. I know Paper and Glam just released a printable planner. I know Miss Trenchcoat has a charmed planner. The Paper and Glam planner is very similar to the Erin Condren, and the charmed planner is very similar to the setup for a day designer. So it just kind of depends on what way your brain goes when it comes to organizing. So are there any other YouTube related questions or getting started questions, or it can be about anything when it comes to YouTube? And I'll gladly answer them, or if I can't, I'll figure it out and get back to you. You guys, I'm so sorry for the sniffles. I can't breathe. All I want is to take a Benadryl and just take a nap until tomorrow at 5:30. So, no more questions? Heart it up if there's no more questions, so I know that you guys want to get going and go about your day. You're doing fine. Sniffles and all. Thank you, dear. It's been, like, intense with this allergy thing today. I actually went to go grab some dinner, and I said to my husband, I was like, I gotta get out of here. And he thought I was actually being kind of rude. And I really wasn't. I was just, like, legitimately, I couldn't breathe. So, okay, you guys, check out MandyJeanChic.com, because that is where I post the prompt descriptions every single day. Check out my Instagram and use the hashtag 31 days of YouTube. If you click on that hashtag, you'll see the posts from other people and my post kind of condensed. So then that way you don't have to kind of search all over the internet for it. I am, just as a reminder, if you go to my blog and you go to the first day, which was posted on August 1st, I am giving away 3 planners. What did I say you guys had to do? I don't even remember now. I hit 32. My brain's like gone. I asked you to share the 31 days of YouTube graphic on Instagram and let me know who your favorite YouTubers are and why. I'm giving away 1 day designer and 2 of the, I don't really want to call them vintage, but they are the Teresa Collin gold planners that everyone was coveting. And I bought 2 and I held on to them for a very special time, like now. So go to my blog, follow the instructions for how to enter that giveaway, and I actually will announce the winner. When did I say I would do that? The 4th. So Tuesday the 4th, I'll announce the winner. So if you guys don't have any more questions, I will let you go about your fantastic day, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. Okay, I'll let you guys go. See you guys later.